The current government is not just bad government, it is an affliction. The APC is a curse, and Nigerians must self-liberate. If not, if you allow a consolidation of this level of criminality, we are done for.
But it does look like, with the way and manner things are going, there's only one way. And that way is that Tinubu and the APC have consolidated themselves.
Yes.
The same party you are saying is a curse has worked so hard that it looks like there is an express way in winning the next election.
Yes. Do you know why? Because what we have is even political banditry. Unfortunately, Nigeria does not have a National Assembly.
No, we do. We have the Senate and the House of Reps.
Okay, in your opinion, what we have today is Tinubu's daycare. It is a daycare for Tinubu's children. And don't take my words for it. Take the words of the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. He read the letter inviting them by the wife of the president. He said, the First Lady said we should come and have dinner with her. This is an invitation from a mother to her children. So are you aware that Akpabio is Madam Remi Tinubu's son? So if a mother, Remi Tinubu...
Maybe he didn't mean it that way.
Okay, well, I want to know the explanation. So if the First Lady, Madam Remi Tinubu, is their mother, who will be their father, President Tinubu? So what the National Assembly is there today to do is to ensure that they push the wheels and the privileges or whatever that are the opinions of the president, and not to become the hallmark of a democracy. And that is why during the Ramadan break, you could hear the Senate President telling the president that we are loyal to you. Mr. Sheung, the National Assembly is the hallmark of a democracy. A person, an institution that should carry out oversight over other arms of government, see themselves as children of the head of the executive arm of government. So who is going to carry out oversight? Children oversighting their parents? So that is where Nigeria is today. And that is why all of the electoral issues, I'm sure you get into that and all of that, it went through the National Assembly. And you saw that President Tinubu, within less than how many hours after the bill was passed, he signed it into law. The best reason and explanation for that is because you co-authored the bill. So the bill only went back to where it came from, not where it emanated.
You have claimed that President Bola Tinubu fears a free and fair election, even in the face of defections from opposition governors to the APC. Given these defections and the shifting political landscape, do you believe the APC-led government is preparing to manipulate the 2027 election to protect its hold onto power? Because in the scheme of things, there seems to be some skepticism about how strong the APC is looking. But there are those who will say the opposition is lazing around where the ruling party is working hard. Can you blame the ruling party for working hard and investing a lot of people into their camp? This is politics.
You know, I think it is even unfortunate that we will have to discuss it in this light, because government in Nigeria has become outsourced. So in Nigeria today, the US is helping the Nigerian government to fight insecurity. France is helping Nigeria to collect taxes. Then President Tinubu, the commander-in-chief, is overseeing defections from the other parties to APC. Let me make it clear, as I have said on other forums, if there are free and fair elections in Nigeria today, before 1 p.m. on election day, the defeat of President Tinubu and his APC gang will be announced. When you hear people talking about they have, and it is clear even in the body language of the ruling party, Mr. Sheung, how can you have more than 30 governors, or let's say 30? No, the Adamawa governor has joined, so it is going to about 31 or 32 now. You have the entire National Assembly standing upon the mandate which they shall collapse. You have the judiciary, I mean, they were singing on their mandate when you went there, so they are probably also on the mandate. INEC is the only unofficial person standing on the mandate. You have law enforcement, you have the DSS. Who is afraid of free and fair elections in Nigeria? Why exactly is Tinubu and the APC afraid of one simple clause, mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results, that INEC in itself has said we have the capacity to do? We have tested it, we are doing it, we only need a law, a legislation to back it. So if the government is so popular, you are a master strategist government, you have removed subsidy, we are making giant strides, we are making bold reforms, you know, it's called bold reforms. Under this renewed, you know, whatever that it is it hopelessness or hunger? That I don't know. So what exactly is the fear of the ruling party? If Nigeria has one man, one vote, the APC has 30 governors, that is 30 votes. Why is it important that when people defect, somehow it changes the calculus of a particular state? Mr. Sheung, if the Rivers State governor then in 2023, Nyesom Wike, had not supported the current president, are you sure that the election result from Rivers State could have been different? Remember, with the benefit of hindsight, that in 2015, Buhari versus Jonathan won Rivers State with about 1.4 million votes. Fast forward to 2019, Atiku versus Buhari. Atiku won Rivers with about 420-something thousand votes, less than 450,000. Let's move 8 years down to 2023. Atiku, Obi, Kwankwaso, and President Tinubu. The person who won with less than 250,000. In fact, the results are not even clear. What happened? Did the electorate in Rivers State shrink with 8 years, or there are political actors who influence what happens, like we saw in Obiakpo, which the BBC has investigated? What the APC is setting up is a rigging machine. And the whole idea is simple. All of this confusion you see is part of the strategies to ensure that there is maximum voter apathy. With what you saw in Edo with the attack on ADC and Peter Obi, let Nigerians be cowed into fear. Ensure that less people or fewer people come, buy votes, write results, and do what you can do, the shenanigans. Nigerians must resist it, because if the people come out to vote, this government is out.